this is how to put up an OLPRO inflatable breeze beam. To start inflating your breeze product, you get to where the valve is here, and there is two entrances to the valve. So the first thing you need to do is screw this part in here, and then under this cap here is where you inflate it, and this is a non-return valve, so it won't let the air back out, but it does have a cap just to tighten on after to stop any dirt or anything going into it. So this is the pump that will come with your breeze product. It's a two-way pump, so it'll pump as you're pushing up and going down. It's got a gauge on it here which will tell you the PSI. This is very important because obviously you don't want to overinflate the awning. And it's got a green area here between 6 and 8 on the PSI, but we recommend not to go above 7 on awnings, but this also has to be done by touch as well. And really, you shouldn't really be getting to 7 PSI. It's also got a dump valve on it here, which says 7 PSI, so when it gets to the 7, it should slowly let the air out, but it will still let a bit of air into the awning. So when you feel it getting rigid, then don't carry on pumping. On the pump and the tube on the end, you've got many attachments which you can use for air beds and all other things that need inflated. And then you've got the thread here which will screw onto the valve on the awning. So your valve here, and you've got a screw part. You should be able to just screw that straight on, like so. Make sure your tube here is nice and straight so the air doesn't get stuck. Stand on the foot plates at the bottom, and then as you pump up, the air will start to go in. So as the beam's going up, the most important thing is when it starts to get air into it and kink as such, you don't want to just keep going, because the air will only be going into this part and eventually it will go nowhere. So you need somebody to be lifting the awning as well as you pump in. So as you do that, it will lift up a lot easier, and as I feel it now, I can feel it starting to get a bit more difficult. Start feeling the beam, so that still feels a bit squashed, so a bit more air, that's probably enough. So see there, it's starting to get difficult, so I'm not forcing the air into it. That is enough, and it's still got a little bit of give as well, the beam there, so it doesn't have to be really rock hard. It needs a little bit of give on it. And then when you've done that, you can unscrew the pump and screw the cap back on. Make sure those are tight so they're not letting any air out, or it's not become cross-threaded or anything like that and letting air out of the valve. Make sure it's nice and tight, and then cover that up just to keep the dirt out. And that's how you pump up a breeze beam.